Hello and welcome back to the channel. So this past weekend we had our housewarming, and honestly you guys, I don't think I have ever felt as loved living in the Netherlands. It was such a beautiful day and it's inspired me to create a video actually doing a bit of a home refresh, which is one of the first videos that I'll be making about this new apartment. Some of you guys already know me, and if you don't, hello, my name is Mia. I am a South African currently living in the Netherlands, and my boyfriend and I recently moved into our first apartment here. We previously rented everything before, but this one is the very first one that actually belongs to us, so I am so grateful for that opportunity, but even more happy that we got to celebrate it with the people that's made a foreign country feel like home. I've lived in the Netherlands for nearly 10 years, and this is the first time that I'm able to say I don't have to move within the next year and a half, next 2 years. Living abroad is not as romantic or as easy as people may make it seem online. Nonetheless, in this week's video, we are doing a bit of a home refresh. My boyfriend is currently away in Poland on a business trip, so I just thought, you know what, this is the perfect time to do a little bit of a spring clean. And before anyone says something like, oh, does your boyfriend help you clean? Yes, he really does. We're both type A, we just take turns doing it. So the first area that we're gonna head into is actually the kitchen. I absolutely love the kitchen. I love the natural lighting and I like the layout. There's a lot of storage, which is absolutely incredible. There are 3 changes that we would like to make in the long term. The first being that there is no oven, so we definitely want to install one. The second is absolutely the green fridge that needs to disappear. I mean, we've got this vinyl wrap that we need to cover it, but since my boyfriend is away, I unfortunately am not able to do this myself, so I'm gonna wait until he gets back and then we are gonna cover this so it is all white. The last section of the kitchen that we kind of want to change is this little nook in this corner. It is really cute for breakfast in the morning. It's also really nice for us to just chill out in the evening sometimes if we're in the kitchen and one of us is cleaning up and the other one is there to keep them company. At the same time though, it does take up quite a lot of space and we could actually do with a little bit more storage that kind of doesn't protrude outwards. I also have this hosting closet in the kitchen and I really love the way that it looks. With the hosting closet, there's not that much that needs to be done, but I definitely want to organize it a little bit better. For example, I have a couple of bottles that could definitely be moved to the bar cart, and I also want to organize the craft club section. If you're not familiar with my craft club, we are a craft club based in Rotterdam here in the Netherlands, and I host monthly meetups for like-minded women to meet each other in the city. After the kitchen's been done, it's time to move to the bedroom. This bedroom is quite spacious compared to the last bedroom that we had, and the closet is actually massive. So right now in the bedroom, we basically just have the bed, a rug, and then these 2 side tables with these lamps on top of them. But I want to clear out some of my shoes and some items of clothing that I think could be beneficial to sell or donate. Since there's so much storage in here, I actually am not planning on getting rid of a lot of things, simply because I always know I have a tendency to want to spring clean, and then a couple of months down the line, I'm looking for an item that I donated or sold. Now that that's done, it's time to finish up some laundry. I actually love doing the laundry. It is one of the highlights of my cleaning routine or reset routine, whatever you want to call it. There's nothing that gives me more like satisfaction than having clean clothes to wear, clean blankets to sleep under. Next up, it is moving on to my office space. So this office space I've been using for various things. It's like a hobby room. It's where I get my work done. It's also where I shoot some of my content. I've really been enjoying it, but I definitely want to make some changes to this room as well. In the future, I definitely have like this vision to kind of go a little bit more darker in terms of the furniture. I will be staying in the bookcase or completely replacing it. For now, I definitely just want to clean out my makeup, wash my makeup brushes, and just tidy up a little bit. I definitely have more of a level mind and I feel like I can focus a lot more on the tasks that I'm doing if the space that I'm in is tidy. Moving on from my office, we are officially in the living room. So I am making the video from the living room, and right now we have a couple of furniture pieces in here. Some things that we bought new were the couch as well as the chairs and the lamp. Everything else came right with us from our old apartment. A fun fact about our apartment is that most things we own are actually secondhand. We definitely believe in taking a more conscious approach, as well as just using what is already there instead of consistently buying new. Obviously, if needs be, you definitely should buy new. In this case, we don't have too much to do, as we recently had our housewarming this weekend and we cleaned up after the guests left, so I just want to give it a quick little vacuum as well as check on the plants and see if they need to be watered. Finally, we are headed to entryway of the apartment, and essentially there's like this little cupboard that's kind of been bugging me a little bit. There's so many random things in there, and usually when I'm looking for something, I just go there quickly because I know it's more likely to be in that cupboard than anywhere else in the apartment. Aside from that little cabinet, there's also a section for the jackets and shoes of our guests as well as ourselves. We have cleaned the entire apartment, or rather we've tidied it, which brings this video to a close, and it's time for a little bit of a housewarming haul. The first category absolutely has to be plants. My neighbor from my old apartment building gave this to me right before I left, so this was actually one of the very first housewarming gifts that I received. This is the second plant. I got this from one of my friends who visited and she came over for a Swiftie night. You can actually watch that vlog in one of my most recent videos. I think it was the last video that I posted. We also received another bouquet of flowers and it just looks so stunning. I love that the ribbons are purple and pink. And we have another bouquet. Again, it's pink. I can't complain. It smells amazing. There's so many different types of flowers in here, including roses and baby's breath. I also invited one of the girls from the craft club who I've become really close with, and she handmade these flowers. Like, I saw them and I was just like, oh my goodness, this has to be one of the most special gifts I have ever received. She texted me and she was like, Mia, what are your favorite flowers? And I told her I loved sunflowers. So she created these with paper. There's quite a few sunflowers and then there's also a purple rose. I think she was quite intentional about this because the craft club's colors are purple and yellow. Okay, plants aside, the next category that we're moving on to is food and snacks. Next up, we have loose leaf tea from Sister and Grinnet. I'm not entirely sure which flavors they are, but one is a black tea and one is a green tea. For the black tea, it smells, I don't know, it just smells good. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but the green tea is definitely more fruity. Like, I don't know if that's peach. That could be dried peach and mango. It smells very, very tropical. We also received a bottle of rosé. I have been trying rosé with some of my friends who really like it, so I'm keen to give this a go, especially in the summertime. Then we received another bottle of rosé, but this one is sparkling. And one of my friends also got me this bubble milk tea nougat cookies. Let's try it. This is interesting. It's an interesting texture. I liked it. It wouldn't be a housewarming if there wasn't a little craft section. So fun fact, as an icebreaker activity, I actually got all of our guests to draw themselves. That was really, really fun and it was nice to see people interact that way. One of my friends got me a DIY mug that has strawberries on it, so the paint is inside and you can basically just paint the mug to your liking. Another friend gifted me a bookmark. This is Ariel. She's my favorite Disney princess. And then we also have the actual book, which is kind of like a romance crime called I Kissed Shara Wheeler, and the book is by Casey. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering her name. Like, Casey McQuiston? I mean, there's like a 0 out of 10 chance that she's gonna watch this vlog, but if any of you happen to read her books, again, let me know in the comment section how to pronounce that. I'm always open to learning. And then the last section of our housewarming haul, we have, I guess, like crockery, cutlery. Yeah, let's go with that. First up, we received this jug. It's blue. I don't know what this is supposed to be, but I think you could use it for anything really. But I think it's really cute and it was a very thoughtful gift. We also received a set of 6 of these cups, which I think are absolutely perfect because we don't really have matching cups. So it's nice that everything is uniform and I'm really looking forward to actually using this and hosting people with this. Lastly, my friend got me these spoons. They are golden spoons and they have different color butterflies on them. Mine are pink and green, and then there's just a pink one. Something else that we received that will definitely add to the atmosphere of a home is the scented candle by Rituals. This is just what it looks like, and if you know anything about our apartment by now, you'll know that there's a lot of green going on, so this fits in perfectly. Some of the gifts that we received came in the strawberry tote bag, which I think is adorable, and I'm definitely excited to use this for farmers market run. The last item that we received is actually a card that we got in the mail from one of my boyfriend's friends. She lives in a different city and she sent this card that says, "Happy new home, good luck with your new place, and all the best with it." Made my day. I love being able to document aspects of my life abroad, you know, aspects of turning this apartment into our home. It's been such a fun journey that I get to share with you guys in the confines in which I am comfortable doing so. If you enjoy this kind of content, make sure to like and subscribe and follow me over on Instagram because I'm way more active on there. For now, thank you for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!